In our Your Voice, Your Vote coverage, voters are set to decide the fate of Measure 118 next month. Now, that measure proposes an increase of corporate taxes on some businesses to give money back to Oregonians. The issue took center stage today at the Springfield City Club meeting. KEZI 9 News reporter Albert James shows us concerns the initiative raises about state revenues and how both sides are addressing them.
Analysts from Oregon's Legislative Revenue Office say Measure 118 would have, quote, significant impacts on the state's general fund. According to a report released last month, the LRO says the proposed tax increase of 3% on companies that have over $25 million in Oregon sales would complicate the way schools are funded through the state's corporate kicker. The office also projects negative impacts to Oregon's general and rainy day funds. Governor Tina Kotek told Willamette Week this past July that the measure would, quote, punch a huge hole in the state budget. Measure 118 advocate Antonio Heesbeyer spoke at Thursday's Springfield City Club Forum. He told the crowd analysis from the Legislative Revenue Office misinterpreted the measure. He says the rebate program was designed to pay for its own administration, with additional tax revenues coming from people spending their extra money.
We have a full calendar year and a long session to make sure that Measure 118 is implemented correctly. Just to say, no giant hole in the budget. Because remember, there's going to be $7 billion more to pay for the administration of the program.
Opponents are seizing on the revenue analysis to say the state can't afford the program.
You know, it's interesting. We're already talking about fixing something that hasn't even passed yet. It makes me nervous when a ballot measure hasn't even passed, and we're talking about needing potential adjustments to it.
Coming up at 6 o'clock, hear from a state legislator about his thoughts on the measure from his perspective in Salem. Reporting in Springfield, Albert James, KEZI 9 News.